I think my main experience this year is doing a little bit of training, a little bit with clients this year, and there's this moment about like 60% of the way through the training course where suddenly you see a penny drop and they go, oh, right, there's that thing that I kind of used to know in like, so if they're a real GA expert from like UA world, they kind of see a penny drop and they suddenly go, oh, I get it now. This is how I need to do this now. I've had to change a lot of things. But for a lot of other clients who are kind of starting at from the beginning, the main thing that I keep hearing is stuff like the out of the box reports, and I quote, not fit for purpose for like what someone was trying to do, is in like, it's okay if you kind of want to work out vaguely what's going on, and that data is relatively short term and real time. But if you want to do anything even remotely sophisticated, you end up in an Explore report, or you end up doing it in BigQuery, or you end up doing it in Looker Studio. And then I have clients going, well, should I do it in BigQuery, or should I do it in an Explore report, or should I do it in Looker Studio, or should I do it in all three places? Which is correct, Ellie? And I'm like, it's up to you, whichever interface you feel really comfortable with. Some people love writing, like I've got a background doing like data engineering, so I love doing stuff in BigQuery and I can get in there and have lots of fun. For other people, a really simple flat report in like Looker Studio or in the Explore reports is great as well. But I think what I really noticed was, until you give someone a question where they're literally forced to work out how to do something in a different kind of report than their go-to report, they just won't use the full range of Explore reports and they won't see how powerful they are. And I think some of them are different, you know, like definitely the flat report and the cohort reports. I think that's quite cool that you can get access to that. And the funnel report, like if you had the free version of UA before, it was quite limited doing certain types of funnels, right? But in GA4, it's like anybody can build a funnel. They might not build it right, but anybody can build a funnel. And I think there's some freedom in there that is letting people do more things than they would have otherwise been able to do. But I think for me, the biggest fear, I don't know if this is the fear that keeps me up at night, but I think in old UA world, there were lots of things about very restrictive about how we could collect certain types of information. And so the documentation was really clear and we had to collect it in a certain way. In new GA4 world, you could just pump any data you like in any format. You can have like all the tagging in your A variant of your experiment done one way and all the tagging in the B variant done a completely different way. There's nothing that will tell you that that's wrong. And then you try and analyze it in GA4 and you're like, oh, okay, why can I not compare? You know, you're not comparing apples to apples. You're definitely comparing oranges to apples. And that's the biggest fear I've had, because that data model then goes all the way through into BigQuery, and then you wonder why your data model in BigQuery is all messed up and stuff.
Definitely. So yeah, I've certainly had that with clients where I'm trying to compare year-old conversion rate data to current conversion rate data, and trying to get those two to sync up has been very difficult.